Good afternoon to you, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Not too bad at all. You will be at work tomorrow, I guess. Hello?
Call me contribution, please.
Well, I'll give you my compliments tomorrow if you are there. That's what I'm saying, in other words. But anyway, Pastor Google, a caller called in and says that those of us who are suffering under Dr. Rowley and his government. Well, I want to say this to that caller. That caller who always calls in and has people sick. I would prefer to suffer under Dr. Rowley and his government than to suffer under some other government that is thieving my money. And not only thieving it for themselves, but thieving it for themselves and their friends. And we can't hear nothing about the case when it is called and ordered by the Privy Council. I prefer to suffer under Dr. Rowley when I go San Fernando over the last few days. It had traffic from the top of St. James Street going straight down to the bottom. I prefer to suffer when I go into Massey Store, Bright Ideas, JTA, and the line long like hell, and it's taken me an hour to reach the cashier. I prefer to suffer under Dr. Rowley when I go to premium meats in Couva in Balmain, and it takes an hour in the line to get into the store to buy premium meat. And another long line, another hour, and an hour to an hour and a half just to cash. I prefer to suffer under Dr. Rowley when I know that he has nobody in his parliament who before the court and have questions to answer when they have their friends and their family. And that doesn't happen under Dr. Rowley. I prefer to suffer under Dr. Rowley, who travels economy and don't rent a plane, a whole plane, and carry his sister or his brother or whoever as nurse one day and as handbag holder the next to go and see family and friends and relatives and ancestors and so on. I prefer to suffer under him and to suffer under people like that. So whenever that person calls again, let him know that we prefer to suffer under Dr. Rowley, who ain't thieving me money, and to suffer under people who before 2010 couldn't buy a doubles, but today is one of the top 10 billionaires, not millionaires, billionaires in Trinidad and Tobago. I prefer to suffer under Dr. Rowley when his secretary traveled around the world for the last 3 years and has not accounted to the people. I prefer to suffer under Dr. Rowley, who kept everybody employed during COVID. Nobody lost a job. Than to tell people, 60 people, on the 20th of December of this year, that on the 1st of January 2025, you do have a work. So if he wants to suffer under those people, that is him. Leave me to suffer under Dr. Rowley, because I was able to buy a ham under Dr. Rowley. I was able to survive for the last 10 years under Dr. Rowley. I wasn't lied to and told that it only have 3 days money, otherwise I would close up the tap. That didn't happen under Dr. Rowley. He ensured that we all survived, and we are still surviving today, and we are not in the trolls or the hands of the IMF, where people lost their collar, their property, their vehicles. I prefer to suffer under Dr. Rowley. And if he prefer to suffer under somebody else, that is him. You go ahead and you suffer under the other people, brother. Because apparently, you don't give a damn what happens to the people in Trinidad and Tobago. That is up to you and others who think like you. Have a good day.
All right, thank you very much.